What are some common indicators of deception?
So indicators of deception are those signs that the individual provides us that they're either anxious, concerned, or apprehensive about the questions we're asking and the answers they're being required to provide, or they're going to provide us with untruthful information. The thing to remember about human beings is most of us don't feel comfortable lying. Even though we lie almost every day, and usually they're innocent lies, when it's something substantial, something meaningful, most people don't like lies. It feels uncomfortable. And you're going to be able to tell by observing the individual's body language, their voice inflections, the changes in their facial structure, what they're doing with their extremities, and we'll talk about some of that. You're going to be able to tell when that nervousness, when that apprehension, either about lying or the nature of the questions, manifests itself in the individual. And most of these indicators are unconsciously provided by the interview subject. We can always tell when someone is trying to control the signs of apprehension. What does normal look like? Normal is where a person sits much like we're sitting now, palms open, either down or up, legs open, body open, very receptive to conversation. When the questions start becoming more problematic for the individual, that's where we're going to see changes. And what happens in people that intend to be deceptive is respirations go up, heart rate goes up, pulse goes up. You're going to be able to tell those signs and symptoms of deception. The face becomes flushed. They begin perspiring. You may see the carotid arteries start to jiggle because their blood pressure's gone up. You may see some clenching, right? There is a concept that goes way back to the beginning of humanity. It's called fight or flight, right? Fight or flight. Whenever human beings are confronted with threat, there's one of two options they defer to. I'm either going to fight that threat and survive, or I'm going to leave. I'm going to escape, I'm going to run. That's the way humans have reacted to threat on a personal level forever. Well, subjects who are being deceptive will manifest that same behavior, although much more subtly and in a mental sort of way. So think about the core of the body. In a fight or flight situation, this part of the body needs to be protected at all costs, from the head down to the bottom of a person's core. So that's where we're going to see the arms crossed. The person starts to turn away from the interviewer. They're protecting that central core. The interesting thing about people that feel that threat is you may actually see them alter their seating towards an exit route. They're mentally preparing to escape. So you'll see that shift towards the door. They'll turn their body towards the door. They'll avoid eye contact, whereas in that baseline conversation where you're building rapport, you had good eye contact with the subject. A subject who's being deceptive doesn't want you to see them lying. And they can't change your gaze, so what they do is change their gaze. You'll see them look off, or they'll look down, or they'll look away as they answer your questions. That might be an indicator of deception. Covering their mouth. Answering your questions, but covering their mouth. Why? Because you can't see me lying. These are the indicators that we look for in telling us, aha, I'm either asking a question this person really doesn't want to answer, or they're giving me an untruthful response.